Good morning, fellow meanderers. Hope all is well. I've got a very excitable Moss walking up in a lane up in the Chiltern Hills as we speak, near Wendover Woods. So we're going to plod along this verge as we can, mind out for cars. It would be easier to walk in the road. I am just going to pop into the road a touch. Moss heel. Boy. And it is a beautifully crisp morning on this Wednesday. It is the 14th of January. And we're going to go have ourselves a nice little trot through the back end of Wendover Woods. And then going to go meet up for a coffee at Chiltern Dog Rescue. It's the sort of yearly meet and greet. So we're good to meet a few more people involved in within the society. They do great things there, rehome a lot of dogs, get them retrained or trained, and then away they go, basically, onto their new forever homes, in theory. Moss, what's this? Good. Hey, relax. Careful, relax. This is just a good opportunity to train Moss as well on some lane walking. He does want to pull me a little bit. I'm just adding a few light inputs on the lead in order to get a nicer walking dog. I can currently feel him bounding through this long, crispy grass. And I haven't actually walked up here for quite some time, actually. It's I've said actually twice, that's poor use of English. But yeah, I have not been up here for a long time, actually. So I'm quite looking forward to this little walkabout this morning. If Moss keeps pulling, I will just stick him onto a flat line instead. Mossy, come on. Because this is the thing with slip leads and stuff. Careful, mate. Is that sometimes if they're used to the pressure, they will sometimes keep pulling, like Mr. Moss is right now. Mossy, wait, heel. And one thing that is not in my favour right now from a training perspective, distraction levels are high. This area is new. So I need to respect that with Moss today. Mossy, come on, mate. Right, we'll get into this field, and if you're still on the pull, we'll change the tool. And this is the thing that I do tend to do. Mossy, tell you what, talking about tools, let's get this adjusted more appropriately. Right, out the road. Right, let you go ahead a little bit. He's absolutely desperate to get wherever he wants to go. Moss! Okay, yeah, I'm going to get into this field. I'm going to change leads over. I think that's just going to be a much more comfortable experience for everyone involved. When Moss is walking like he's late for a flight or something right now. Oh, nice sheet of black ice there. I can hear a car coming. Right, in you go. Off. Good lad. Whew, a little bit out of puff. That is a deceptive hill. Very deceptive hill. Right. Moss, Blythe. Wait. Wait. Go on, in. Wait. Moss, Blythe. Mossy, Blythe, stick you on a flat lead. And I'm actually not concerned about you pulling so much anymore, but this particular tool, Moss, wait, whilst it gives me less communication with you, it allows for you to enrich yourself with some sniff work. So that's what we're going to do this morning. Get you used to this area because I will be coming up here more and more as the year goes on. Where do you think you're going, mate? Right, let's sort out this bloody lead. Go on, get in my pocket. This way, Moss. Good boy. Wait. Now this is like proper deer, rabbit, ratting country, so I expect Moss to be a little bit busy. Good boy, Moss. That's nice auto, that. Hey, here. Oh, nice. That's not a sit, but we will take that all day long. An auto lay. Let's just adjust the camera up a little bit so you guys can see the glory of what is Wendover Woods and the Chiltern Hills. Come on, Mossy, let's go. And also the ground is a little bit frosty and icy, so that generally makes Moss quite jazzy, doesn't it, boy? There we go. Yeah, he was just keen to get to the field. I mean, I think some of that pulling that we were experiencing just then up the hill is basically not feeling that comfortable on the lane and wanting to get it over and done with. I totally understand that. I kind of, in a weird way, I guess I've taught that somewhat over the year that I've had him, or just under a year I've had him. When we're on lanes, I am trotting. Oh, best believe I'm trotting. Just want to get it out of the way and get into the fields like we are right now. It's awesome. Can you even see the dog? Yeah, just about. Good boy, Moss. And again, this is why, depending on your walk and what you're doing, different lead types are more appropriate. So when you're just stuck with one option, you could screw an entire walk just by being stubborn and not having the options or alternatives available to oneself. Again, now he's being lovely on this particular lead, in this particular environment. I could probably stick him on a slip lead now and he'd be sound. So, but I'm going to allow him some enrichment. Somewhere new to take him. Please don't tell me that's poo-poos, mister. What's this? Moss, what's this? Good, yes. If I just pan around a bit. To be honest, this field does not do the area I'm in any justice. It looks like it's quite flat, but I can tell you for free, I'm on one of the highest points in the Chiltern Hills right now. It's just where there's a flat and a plateau for a little bit, which is kind of like the Wendover Woods, and then it nips over to Coombe Hill, which is the tallest point along the ridgeway. But yeah, definitely can tell that the air's a bit thinner up here. Not by much, but enough to make you have a little gasp, especially with my lungs. But yeah, look at that. So all of this over to, this is the south. This is all Dancer's End, rolling into the likes of Tring eventually. Tring's more sort of, maybe more to the southeast. But yeah, basically all the Chiltern Hills, they roll into these lovely little towns and villages. And what I would give to live around here. Moss, yes, hip. Yes, good boy. There we go. Good lad. But yeah, no, excited for meeting a few more people in the industry. It's always a pleasure to talk to other dog fanatics and, you know, passionate people in the canine world. There is a lot to be learned from every individual in it. What to do, what not to do. You know, that's what makes me sort of informed in my training, is that I don't just subscribe, Moss. I don't just subscribe to one style, because dogs are individuals, have differing needs, drivers and wants. And yeah, just, you know, I think positive only works so far. It's a great skill builder though, amazing skill builder. And I'm sure I'll upset a few positive only type trainers by saying that you need to be balanced, because as soon as you say balanced in this day and age, you're apparently the devil, which is rather interesting. I find it kind of, from my perspective, it's like, so hang on a second, you're trying to vindicate me by being better read and more educated about it. That just does not make sense to me. Knowledge is power. And even if you do not use things like e-collars, prong collars, and I personally don't agree with them in terms of a pet dog setting, but I know how to use them because I wanted to become informed. I wanted to understand what the fuss was about, why people were so anti particular devices, and how to use them appropriately as well. Because, you know, eventually I wouldn't mind investigating the security or the police force and training sort of more specialist high drive dogs rather than just your pets. Moss, oi, what's this? Hip, into heel, hip, heel. Good, with me, heel. Moss, eyes, yes, good boy. Eyes. There's a super, super high distraction around here, so I need to be mindful of that. Got a tree down, up or over, Moss? Or under or over, should I say? You're doing under, I'll do over, buddy. I'm not squeaking through there, I'm afraid. I'm a little bit too porky. Come on. Moss, eyes, yes. Good boy. And basically I want to work on engagement all the way around. Because look, he's just pulling himself into the abyss. I don't want that really. So, whilst we wait. Good. We wait. Right, let's see where we are on the footpath map. Just want to keep along this trail, and then we're hanging a left eventually. That'll probably take us up to 10:30, and then it's coffee time, and probably a diddles as well, to be honest. Yes. Good boy. Wait. Blythe. Good boy. Mossy. Yes. With me. Hey. My pace, Moss. Cute. My pace. Again, this might take a bit longer, this walk. I'm trying to promote a bit of calmness in Moss. Another diddles. But this is going to be rather difficult today, I think. Again, this is sometimes a consequence of making your dog's world smaller, is when you do eventually take them out on an adventure, they do end up being a little bit overzealous, which isn't good. Moss! Come on now. No. So now I'm going to hold your lead, nice and short, and you are coming with me, not me coming with you, my friend. You will learn. You can hear that he's pulling on his collar a little bit, which is annoying. But, like with all young dogs, he does not know the rules of the game yet. Good boy. With me. Moss. Right, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you all the lead. You could go do what you want for a sec. Go on, you got all that looseness. You go sniff around. Have a wee diddles. Oh, berry. No. They make your belly bad. Berries for bad bellies. Nothing would make me happier, Moss, than letting you off in this wood, but I'll never get you back, mate, at this point in your life. It's basically what I'm attempting to do here, just so people understand. I've stopped here and I'm waiting for him to understand that all the fun stuff is here. Moss, eyes, yes, good boy. Eyes, yes, good boy. Z, yes, good boy. Wait, wait. Right with me, nice and easy, I'm sure people go on walks like this all the time, and I'm being probably a bit harsh. You know, I like my dog to walk loose and comfortably. But sometimes the dog does not comply. Right, we're just going to stop them until you offer me a sit. There we go, starting to get it. And that is just using a couple of corrective pops. Take the looseness. Cute. No communication like lead communication, guys, I'm telling you. And that's when we start getting into more the balanced realm. I know that's not positive. Do you know what is positive though? Having a safe dog that isn't choking itself. So, yeah, not all two dogs are the same. Not all approaches are linear. Like, you know, if positive only is failing you, why not explore balanced options? I've got a dog that I'm going to be working with later on today, which I am genuinely quite concerned about in terms of the dog's well-being and its enjoyment in life, basically. Sounds like a very timid and scared dog. Has times where the dog has attempted to bite people, hasn't been successful. Wait, Moss. It's only a small. It's only a small breed, so you know if you do get bitten by it, it's going to hurt, but it's not going to put you in hospital. That stings. Moss, auto-corrected yourself there. That stinks to high heaven, mate. Here, Moss, hip. Yes, good boy. Right, you ready? Oh, you gotta go around that for me, mate, I'm afraid. But look how beautiful this is all. This is, yeah, edge of Wendover Woods now. And we're having a lovely little adventure, really. But in the time that I've stopped for a poo, Moss has forgot what lead control is. And he will not get anywhere by pulling me along. And he seems to be getting a little bit better. Now he's had a poo, it seems to have calmed him down a bit. Just rushing to snap one off, Dad. I'm desperate. And this is one of the things that we sometimes get messed up with our dogs, so we don't actually know why they're pulling until it's over, and he's still pulling now, so I understand there'll be places that he wants to pee, basically. Right. That looks like it's going to someone's private house. Is that a pavement? Not pavement, a footpath there. Just double check. It is. So we hang a right here, and then it's back up towards the rescue. Moss, genuinely, it's starting to annoy me a little bit now, but I'm not going to allow that annoyance to be translated down the lead, because it's not fair. And this is the thing about, you know, you as a handler need to remember, is your mood transfers down that lead onto the dog. When you're anxious, you're angry, you know, you're happy, you're calm. It all translates, guys. And yeah, whilst I might be getting a bit annoyed, I need to emotionally regulate myself for his sake. Mossy. Hip, 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 hip. Yes. Good. Blythe Moss. I know you're frustrated, but let's walk. Fuck's sake. Again, I need to temper my frustration, because he's also frustrated because he can't get to that rat. With me. Right, you are on the shortest of short leads now. So, and this is when, you know, this walk should be really enjoyable, and I'm not having a nice time because he keeps running off on me. Moss, what is this? Yes. Good boy. Sit. Again, it's opportunities to train though. Touch. Yes, good boy. And then we wait. But yeah, with like high drive dogs, I just don't know how you're teaching it all positive. I don't know how anyone can, in their right mind, say that they are 100% perfectly positive. I don't see it, because we're human and we make mistakes, and we also have emotional differences and different regulation and control of our emotions. So, you know, I think, unfortunately, and I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but the reason why a lot of dogs are messed up is because of the anxiety of the owner. Follow. Follow. This is a better position to put him in, because he's got to look at me now. Follow. Good boy. Good. So I can just feel his muzzle on the end of my trousers there. That's positive. Oi. Excuse me, mister. Then we'll just stop again. I'm going to stand here for 5 minutes if necessary, Mr. Maggins. Mr. Maggins. Moss. Yes. What's this? What's this? Oi. Hip. Yes. Good boy. We'll just have a nice walk down here. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to do some loose lead training, because that's what's required. As soon as he starts going off piste, donk donk. Hard turn across the nose. Get in tune with me, Moss. Good boy. Outside turn. Hard turn. Hard turn. And we'll do one outside turn for good luck. Good boy. Right, hopefully that'll get us aligned, and it's something that every once in a while I need to do just so he doesn't keep pulling. But as soon as he starts doing this again, dunk dunk, sorry mate, we're going this way. Boy, as soon as he goes beyond me, good boy, heel, good boy. There we go, that is night and day, and literally the simplest of exercises for 2 minutes. He's about to do it again. Sorry. Okay. Seems to be in a little bit more rhythm now. And again, just goes to show you, you can have your dog pull you and pull you and pull you and do a couple of moss, drop. Yes, drop it. What's this? Moss, hip. Yes. Wait. And yeah, you just do a couple of reps, back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, it's going to add some time to your walk. And you're going to look a bit mad going back and forth, but just goes to prove you can stop him from pulling. He's doing it again. Again, just keep him focused on me, spin around with me. And we're back onto the main road again, just approaching the rescue. So I'm going to turn the camera off. I'm going to just pan around, show off this lovely view briefly. Mossy, hip, hip, sis, sit. Moss, z, sit. Good boy. Very nice indeed. Moss, Platz, Platz. Good. Yes. So anyways, guys, thank you ever so much for tuning in as ever. And that's Moss and I. That is a very small part of the Chiltern Hills and Wendover Woods. We will be back, and I can promise you that we'll be in a better stead in terms of our training, because it was a little bit frustrating today, I will not lie. But if you can't expect every day to be perfect, you know, and that wasn't a failed walk, but a walk that required a little bit more focus and attention as and when certain behaviours sort of, I guess, brought themselves into the fray. I've got like a thorn in my bloody sock and it hurts. So yeah, anyways, guys, if you haven't already, Moss, break, like and subscribe, tap the bell, and I will see you again in due course. Keep on meandering, stay positive, and much love.